Hello students, in previous chapter you have read about motion. Now we will read about force and laws of motion. So first we will study about force. In the previous classes you have read that force is push or pull, that cannot be seen, touched or tasted, but we can feel the force or it can affect the object. Like, first effect of the force is a force can move a body which is at rest. What it means? It means if we apply a force on a body, that will move, alright, that will come into motion. Let's take an example. If we have a ball lying on a table, that will not move until we apply a force. That means if you push the ball, then only it will move. Alright. Next is a force can stop a moving object. What does it mean? It means if a force can move an object, it can also stop an object, right? Let's take same example. If a ball is rolling on a table, if we stop it by our hand, that means we are applying a force to stop it, then only it will stop moving. All right. Now third is a force can change the speed of a moving object. What it means? It means if a body is already in motion and an extra force is applied on that object, that will move speedily, or vice versa, that means it can be slowed down. Right? Like if you throw a ball and it is rolling on the floor and you kick it. If a ball is rolling on the floor and you also kick on it, that increase the speed of the ball. Right? That means force can increase or decrease the speed of a moving object. Next is a force can change the direction of a moving object. What it means? It means if an external force is applied on a body, that can change the direction of the moving object. Let's take an example in a cricket. When a bowler bowl a ball, alright, and batsman hit that ball, and a force is applied on the ball again, and the direction of the ball get changed, right? Next is a force can change the size and shape of the object. What it means? It means on applying a force, the size and the shape can also be changed. Like if I have a ball in my hand, rubber ball in my hand, and I am pressing it between my palms, then it will change into spherical form, right? So this explains that it can change the size and shape of the object. In our daily life, we experience mostly two types of forces. What are these forces? These are balanced and imbalanced force or unbalanced force. So we have two types of forces, balanced and unbalanced. right? So what is balanced force? I have a chalk in my hand and a duster also. So if I apply a force from the both side, see, I'm applying force from the both side and that duster is not moving anywhere, right? This duster is not moving anywhere. Why? Because the force applied from the both side is equal. That is balanced force. That means if the force is applied on a body does not affect the body in any of the way, it is known as balanced, or the definition can vary. That is, if the resultant of all forces applied on a body is 0, right? If the resultant means addition. If the resultant of the all forces applied on a body is 0, then it will be balanced force. Like tug of war. You have seen tug of war? What is tug of war? Two teams stretching a rope toward each side. When the rope is stretched from one side, then it called unbalanced. Alright. But before that, it is known as balanced force. Okay. Now unbalanced. Unbalanced is just opposite of balanced force. What is balanced? What is unbalanced? If the resultant of all forces applied on a body is not 0. That means if we apply a force on a body, if I apply a force on a body and it gets affected, it gets in motion, then it is called unbalanced force. Okay. So example of this is pedaling of bicycle, right? So this is all about the force and its types and effects. In the next part, we will study about the laws of motion.